Okay. So firstly we need to find out the folder for the application. It's bookmark. Which one is that? Okay, it's this. Why do I have two here? I think it's this one. Okay, and open the Sublime. It's a file, open folder, looking for that folder on desktop. Bookmark App, I think it's this one. Okay, select folder. Alright, so basically we will need so if we see how it looks like right now, we will need another input field here, another form maybe, another input field gonna be okay, like allow us to type in what I want to filter out. So let's add an input field here. The recording, okay. So after the this form, I think I just and below here, and this is gonna right above our list of bookmarks, but after this form, okay. So for example, I can have a Google here, and I will have a Twitter. Just give a random rule here, okay. So I think I put the input field like above this this list, okay. So let's do it here. Am I in the right application I wrote yesterday? Oh no, not this one. Let's say it's open folder. I think I opened the wrong one. Bookmark application, select folder. No, this one. Sublime. Open folder, bookmark application. Okay, it's this one. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, it's still working on that. Okay, so after the form here, and so after this div, I will have another input field, like input. The type of it should be a text. User can input anything, and the name should be like a filter. Filter, yeah, just filter, and the ID. Give it ID for it as filter. Okay, and let's add a placeholder for it. We can say search for bookmarks. And I will use a class here. Class is form control to make it longer. Okay, if you refresh the page, it looks like that. Let me add a BR after that. Okay, and some space here. So user actually can type anything here to filter the list of bookmark. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I will make a function in our CSS main.js. Okay, and I will add another listener to listen for whatever I type there, and it will know to re-update the refinish the bookmark list there. I mean, it will hide something for me and show something for me. Depends on what I type there. Okay, so basically I will need to add another event listener here. The event listener will listen to whatever I type there. Okay, so it's after this event listener I can add another listen for filter key up. Okay, so it's gonna be document the query selector. The selector the input field. The input field with the ID filter. So I can select the filter, and then you can also use a document get by ID to get this input field. It's gonna do the exactly same thing here. Okay, and I want to use dot and event listener, and it's gonna be same as in the filterable project. So it's gonna be key up here. The key up means it will run this. It will listen to any time you type something in the filter list, in the filter input field. And every time you type anything, you can run a function here. The function, I can call it like filter bookmark. Filter bookmarks. So every time we press any key on your keyboard about the filter value there, the filter input there, and it will run this function, the filter bookmark function. Okay, I'm not making it yet. I can just put it on the end of this project. Can write a new function here called filter bookmarks. Okay, so like every time when I write anything in my input field, it will listen. This listener will listen to whatever you write there and run every time you input something. It will run this filter bookmarks function for you. Okay, that's basically what this line do. And the main thing will be in this function. We will filter out the list based on this function here. Okay, so remember what we did last week for the my contacts project. Like first we'll get whatever user inputs there, right? And then we will based on what the user inputs there to update our current list. Like we will show anything related and hide those things that are not related to what the user inputs there. Okay, so first thing we need to get is the user input value there. Let me see if this function is connected. Let's test it. Test is test if function is called. Okay, let's see if this function is called. We can use the console log here. So we'll do it slowly, like every time you write something new, you want to test if you write it correctly. Otherwise, it's very hard for you to debug it. So just console log 1 here. So if this function is really called, the console log will print 1 in your console. Okay. So if we go back to the page and refresh it, hit F12, open the console log here. And let's write down the anything here. Okay, see everything. Every time I put something here, it will give me a 1 here. Okay, like 5 times 6, 7, 8. That means it should be printing the 1 for me. It means that the function is called. This function is called. Okay, so I can comment it out. And okay, so we can start to get the input field, the input values here. So that's first thing you want to do is I want to get the input value. Okay, so we can also use var here. It doesn't really make a difference. Let's filter value is equal to document the right. Actually, sorry, document the query selector, and getting the anything with the ID equal to filter. I want to get it the filter, which is the input there. I want to get your value. Okay, and I want to transfer you to uppercase. So easier for me to compare. Like we can transfer all the user inputs to uppercase, and when we compare it, we just compare the uppercase of everything. So it's easier to make it not sensitive, the case sensitive, make it not case sensitive. Okay, uppercase. Let's see if we really get it. We can test it by console log. Console log filter value. Okay, let's see if this value is catched. It's caught. So we refresh the page, trying to type something. G-O-O-G. Yeah, get this. I'm getting this value out when I type, right? Whatever I type here, I'm getting the value there. Okay, that means we successfully get the value that the user typed. Let's comment this out. And next thing we want to do is we need to get the list, right? The list of the items user put there. So it will be get bookmarks. Get all book. Actually get bookmarks. Yeah, just get the bookmarks results. Okay. Just call result. Okay. So it's like a let bookmarks is equal to document the query selector. Let's see what I should select here. If we come back to our Finch, we'll see we have like this going to be our inner HTML for our bookmarks result. So we have a div here, like we have a lot of div. For each bookmark, we will have a div, and it will have a h3 outside, and we will have a name, a button, and another button. So basically, we want to get the name here. It's kind of a little bit hard for me, I think. So we can get this. We can use get query select all to get all the everything in this bookmarks result. Actually, I only have one bookmarks result, so I can just get query select bookmarks result. So it's gonna be this. So I get the whole div, the whole div for the to where we store the list of the bookmarks. Okay, so we actually using the Finch bookmarks. We put everything in the bookmarks results div, right? The div with ID equal to bookmarks result. We put everything inside it. So right now we want to get everything, we have it there. Like everything we have it there. I want to grab this list. Okay, so right now I'm getting the items. Let me think about it. It's actually not really good to do it this way. I have div. I have a h3 here. Let me give a class here, like a class for the h3. I want to get a class here, like called just call it book. So I can grab all the class with all the h3 with this class. And so that means I can easily get an array of the bookmarks. Okay, so for example, I can change this one. I don't want to use a query select. I want to use a query select all. So it helps me to get a list of it and getting anything with the class book. So I think this will give me the whole list of h3 here. Okay, so let's try it. Console.log bookmarks, which is this variable I just created here. Let's see what I will get here. Let's try it. Refresh the page. Getting I put it in h3. Yeah. So so basically, I want to get the inner HTML of this h3. So I put it here. Like I can say I want to use query select all anything with this book class. I want to select use query select all will return you an array with whatever you want. Like I'll say I want to get an array with get every element in the HTML with ID equal to book. Here is how I do it. So I just use the document the query select all with dot book. Means get anything with a book class. Okay, with book class. So which is the h3. So you see, if I just type anything, I'm getting a node of two things because I have two. One is a Google, another one is Twitter. Okay. Like anything, whatever I type here, I'm getting two things. One is Google, another one is this Twitter here. Okay. So I have this list right now, so I can actually iterate through it. I can loop through it to get to check if the value of it is in HTML match what we're looking for. So it's gonna be the same as a filter list. What we did there, we did exactly the same thing here. So we just do a loop through bookmarks. Okay, and use a for loop here. Let I equal to 0, start with 0, and end when I is equal to bookmarks the length. Right? So from the first one until the end, and I plus plus each time we plus 1 to the I. Okay, so here we want to do two things. First thing is if related, like if input value is related to bookmark. Okay, so if book let me get it here. I'm getting a list of H3, so what I can do is I can say if bookmarks item, which is first one, second one, third one, like every time I will check if it's in HTML. Let's transfer it to uppercase. If this one is includes whatever user types here. User type here should be the filter value here. Okay, filter value is input value we get from the user. Right, we transfer it to uppercase. I want to say right now. I want to say if the in HTML contains whatever user types there. Okay, like I can. So if it contains, we want to change the style to block. That means display it for me. Bookmarks the style the display is equal to block. That means show this to me if the bookmark's name includes this input value. Otherwise, I want to hide it. Oops, I want to forget to add I here. That means the i's item. Bookmarks I the style the display is equal to none. That means hide it. So for each item in this array, I want to check if it's in the HTML, includes whatever user types there, whatever the letter user types there. So like for example, if the current bookmark is Google, I want to say if the Google contains the user types value. If the user types G, that means yes, I want to show you. If the user types a T there, the Google level start contains T, so I want to go here else to display none, to hide it. Okay, so in this for loop, I have an if else. Like every item in the list, the first item is Google. I want to say if a user types a T there. If I want to say if the Google has a T, if no, hide it. And then we go to next item. Next item is Twitter. If the Twitter has a T, yes, well, I want to show it. That's basically how this function is doing. Okay. So let's try it. Refresh the page. Type a G here. Actually type T. Let's Google. Okay, somehow it's not really filter me trace of value. Twitter. Yeah. After I type something, it hide the other item for me. Let's add more things here to test. GitHub. Just give a random URL. Okay, let's test it. Google GitHub. Oh no, it's not working. What's wrong with this? Oh, I should type here. Sorry, Twitter GitHub. It's not working perfectly, but it's you can see it is filter things. Let me see why it is not filtering correctly. So I'm getting the filter value, which is corrected. I tested it, and it's getting all the bookmarks, and it should be this one. Okay, it should be actually this part, H3 part. And for each H3 there, I'm getting it in HTML and transfer it to uppercase and check if it includes the filter value. If it does, change it to block, otherwise it's none. So I think maybe something wrong with includes here. Not really checking the correct value. Oh, okay, I think I got it. So, for now, I'm getting the inner HTML. Right here, I'm getting the inner HTML of the bookmarks I, which is the whole H3, right? You see the whole H3. The whole H3 is in HTML. It's not only this name, but also there's two buttons here, right? Anything inside this H3 will be in HTML. It's gonna be this whole 3 lines. But I actually only want the name of it, right? I only want to check if the name contains. I don't want to check if this button contains whatever I put there. I want to check if its name includes what the user typed here. If we call in HTML, it will get all 3 things. If we get a name, I got the buttons too, because they are both all of them are the in HTML of this H3 tag. Anything in this H3 tag will be in HTML. So we want to get the name of it. That means I need to I need to change the structure of this in HTML here. I want to remove this 2 links outside of this H3. Or I can just totally change it. I can change it into a list. Like for example, I can change here. I have a div here, and I can actually change it into a UL. So I can make things inside it as a list. Okay, I can have auto div, and within the div, I will have a UL here, a list. Okay, and using the class, I think it's called a group list. This group. Yeah, change it into this group, and here I want to change whatever inside it into a list item. And so let's change this div into AI. And within the AI, I want to know to change this H3 to another place. I want to copy it and delete this, move it to here. No, not to here. Sorry, it should be to here. Okay. So the main structure becomes like this. Okay, so I will have a list. The list have H3 and 2 buttons after it. I can actually combine this with that. No space. I don't need space here. So I have a H3 at start. And I have 2 buttons after it. Right now, if I get in the bookmarks, I want to get everything with a class equal to book. I will only get this name because within H3, it's in the HTML. It's only this name. I just remove the 2 buttons outside of this H3. So you don't really have to change it in the list, but you have to move those 2 buttons outside of the H3 there. So you can just get its name as it's in HTML. Okay, so let's add a class here. Class equal to list group item. Okay, so if I refresh a page, it changes like that. Yeah, I can actually move them into a same line. Just leave it like that. It's just a style. You can change it. Okay, so if I try it right now, G, yeah, it's working correctly. T, yeah, and Git. Oh, the button is not hidden. I want to hide the button too, right? Just right now, it just only hides the name for me. I want to hide the button too. Okay, so I will suggest just put this class equal to book. Let's move it into the list item here. Okay, move the class equal to book into the list item. So I can just hide. Right now, I can hide everything here. So here I want to change the field bookmarks here. I'm not getting the bookmarks either in HTML, which will get in the all3 item. I want to get its h3. So it will be, let me see. Bookmarks is equal to or the h3 0. This is getting bookmarks. Sorry, AI, or get all bookmarks AI. It's getting all AI here. I want to get the book, the h3 tag within the bookmarks right now. So I want to see in this for loop, I want to get h3 tag in current AI. So I want to let bookmark name. So it's gonna be just the name of this h3 tag. I want to say, please get the bookmarks, which is AI, right? I will get your current selector, what the h3 tag inside you. Here that's going to be the h3 tag inside you. I want to get this h3 tags in HTML and compare you with field value. And if the field value inside it, I want to change the whole AI into block. Show the list item, and this one is oops. Hide the list item. Change the style into none. So if I try it now, refresh the page. Like G. Oh, it's not working anymore. Something I broke something. I break something. Let me check it. Let's try a console log here. If I really get in the name of it. Oh, I think this one should be the value. This one should be the not value. It should be the value. Let's try it. Just let's try it. Console log. Let's try if I get in the bookmark name here. Console log this out. Document. So it's bookmarks the query selector. I think I'm getting that. Let's try it. Not. I'm getting nothing. Okay. Something wrong here. Let's comment it out. Try this thing. Getting the whole bookmarks. Query selector is with a class equal to book. Oh, I have two class here. Okay, that means I find a problem. So I just put the class here and delete this one. Okay, I think that's a problem. Should be only one class with two different class here. So let's comment out this thing. I think it should be working right now. Okay, so if I typed in Git, yeah, it is working. See, again, even more here, like a Facebook, and the URL is HTTP. Yes, www.facebook.com. Submit it. Okay, can try face. Yeah. So right now, if I have a list of a lot of like bookmarks here, right, a lot of it, I can easily to find like whatever I want here. And we have a list of a lot of things here. I want to see if I have a bookmark for Facebook. It's right here. If I want to see if I have Facebook for our curriculum, actually I don't. So I can add it here. Curriculum. Now set URL will be like try just put anything here for test. I want to see if I have my curriculum here. Yes, I do. I can visit it. Yeah, of course it's not exist. And I can curriculum. I can delete it. Okay, I delete it, so I don't have it anymore. Okay, so that's basically how you do that. So we change the structure of this French bookmark, make it like separate the name and 2 buttons, so we can get only this name here, and we added a listener here, right? We added a listener each time we press any key in the filter input there, and we'll call this filter bookmarks function. And in the filter bookmarks function, we are getting the value of the input field, and we are getting the list items, all list items there, and make it make it as an array of list items there. Each list item will contain both the buttons and the name, everything inside this item, right? Every list item will have a name and 2 buttons. We are getting every list item inside the HTML file, make it as a list, make it as an array. So we are getting an array of the list items, which is this line here. Okay, getting all bookmarks AI, getting all bookmarks as list item. And after we're getting the list item here, we are trying to run a for loop on it. Like we can iterate through from the first one to until the last one. We loop through it. So we said for this item, please get me your H3 tag. Please get me the H3 tag in this list item. Okay, get the H3 tag in current list item. And I want to see if this H3 tag is in HTML, which is a name. If the name includes the filter value we have there. Filter value is input value, right? We say that filter value is equal to the input value user type. Does this the name of the bookmark includes the whatever user type there? If yes, we want to show the list item, the whole list item. I want to show it. Otherwise, I want to hide the whole list item. So that's it. So only added one function.
Question: why do you switch to uppercase?
I want to make it a case sensitive, not sensitive. Like for example, here I have a lowercase Google. If if a user type a bigger G here, we're still showing that, because we transfer its name into uppercase. We only compare both of them in uppercase. No matter whether user type a lower G or bigger G, like the uppercase or lowercase here, it will be ignored by us. That's the only reason I transfer it into uppercase. If we don't transfer it, and I type big G here, it will won't show this Google here. It will show the GitHub. GitHub has a G with uppercase here. The Google doesn't have it. Okay, so I transfer both of them into uppercase. That means when I compare it, please compare the uppercase of these 2 things. Okay, and so that's it. Let me just upload my GitHub, and you can see the code, and also upload the video. So if I go to the desktop, looking for the folder of it, it should be bookmarks application. It's this one. Let me check if it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so just right click, git bash, make it bigger. Okay, so it's basically git add dot git status Okay, I modify the index.html, modify the one.js, yes. Git commit -m. And filter function. 2 files changed. Git push. Okay, it should be easier. Alright, so let me stop the recording.